Hello, Brother Munro here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where I'm going to try and ambush the Pantamalian again. She doesn't have her armoured cruiser escort again this time, so that means less for her to kind of do in terms of protecting herself. Okay, we'll just go with the three divisions. Fine, that's the way you want to play it. Right, guns to off for now. As soon as she starts firing at us, we'll pop smoke. And yeah, let's see if we can't take her down. She has fixed all of the damage. Wow, the crew must be like, not this again. Such a weird secondary barbette. Look at it. There we go. We're under fire. Pop smoke. Should allow us to approach a little bit closer. I'm also going to put the ships on save. Just because I want them to have a slightly better chance of hitting. We are in range. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. That was one of the torpedo destroyers. Did get her torpedoes off, though. That's the main thing. Kind of hoping that Kazi will fire. Should really be launching right now. Fire. Fire. Fucking fire. Right. Yep, they've launched. Ugh. Oh, hello. Unfortunately, the two that the forward section were duds, but that is a lot of flooding. That is a lot of flooding. Nara looks like she's fired. Sort the mess out. Oh, another hit. Alright. Ships that are still in battle line, you can piss her off. And go to normal. Actually, you know what? Forward group, go to aggressive. Just get those torps in the water. Oh, we don't need to. She has sunk. An ambush actually successful for once. Oh, that's what I like to see. Okay, we lost overall 2 destroyers to take her down, but 2 destroyers for a battleship. I'll take it. I will take it. Oh, never mind. I was trying to get the fleet ready to start hitting Vladivostok so we could go for an invasion, but it looks like, once again, peace has been signed around our backs. I'll take Kazakhstan, though. Okay, so we are at peace once more. Kazakhstan is an interesting one to take because really I want to try and take all of this myself. Okay, these are actual countries, but these three provinces here are not. So hopefully the army gets its arse in gear and takes them. But, you know, we've got oil in Kazakhstan, which is also very nice. And that also means that, again, we can maybe try and take Siberian Russia by land. There's no ports, so we can't navally invade it. And when we inevitably go back to war, we can simply focus all our efforts on Vladivostok because they don't have anything else. Right, it's going to be a lot of fleet organisation and peacetime gameplay, so hopefully some building. Here comes the reserve fleet. Probably some mothballing and various other things. But let me just try and get the economy somewhat sorted out because, yeah, it's going to be very expensive for us right now because we've got all our ships on sea control, set them all to limited, apart from the ones at sea. That should help. We've got, yeah, a few ships in for repairs, about 4 months worth, and then I'm going to start doing some refits because in 7 months, the last, well, the next group of Asimas will be finished, and we'll have port capacity because at the moment, yeah, we've gone over. Okay, we're getting a new cruiser. We're getting 3 new cruisers. Okay. I wish they would spread those out a bit. But sure, 3 new cruisers and a destroyer I'm probably never going to use because it's unlucky the 1, not the 2. We've already got the 2 and the modern destroyer 3. So some more destroyers. That's good. Although I could always build on both and have just lots and lots of destroyers. But yeah, give me a couple turns to get all the ships in port and limited and repaired. And then we're going to start doing a whole bunch of refits, I think. Okay, first things first, I need to decide what to do with the Cancos. They are interesting. I want to keep the Canco herself. So I want to keep the Canco, which means I'm not going to put her in mothballs because then I'll just have constantly people trying to buy her. But I am going to do a little refit of the Cancos. Because why not? Might as well give them a refit before selling them off. Try and get rid of the flaws and things. So, yeah. This is part of the problem. The 7-inch guns, which were always comically large, are now just way too big. So we'll take those off. And we'll put on a different type of secondary armament. Probably 3s to match the 3-inch 35s she already has. It's going to look a little weird. Can I use any of these? No. Okay. But I think it'll sort of work. Fit one in here and here. Think of this as... actually, you know what? I'm just going to place them manually. I'm not going to use the points. Think of this as the Japanese adding an AA battery to a pre-Dreadnought. There we go. Doesn't look quite right, but it's almost right. Hold on. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So they have just a ton of 3-inch guns to spit out, which seems fine. Casements at 35 is okay. And these super short guns, they're a little weird, but okay. Armor thickness I'm probably not going to adjust, but we will have them run on oil, give them geared turbines, quite nice. They don't need to be induced anymore. Can make them naturals. Give them a diesel so we don't kill the crew with fumes. Better propeller shaft. Crypt 3 armor. Pipette 4. Anti-torp 4. Turtleback armor. Watertight doors. Better shells. Cordite 3 so they don't explode everywhere. Cordite 3 is really nice now, actually. Basically, well, it's not quite as safe as the high-end tube powders. Basically, the way I wanted it to work was, if you go Cordite 1, you start off with super powerful shells that are super dangerous, and then it gets less powerful and less dangerous as it goes, and tube powder goes the other way. So it starts off super safe and super accurate, but not very powerful, and then as you get the better tube powders, it becomes more powerful. Basically. Let's give them bigger torpedoes, better rangefinder, and an RDF. They've already got maximum bulkhead. Let's give them maximum range and bump the speed up to 21 knots. So that the same speed as the later battleships, and then we still have armor left. Weight left, and I think the obvious thing to do is to give them a cheeky little upgrade. We could go quads, but quads have severely worse stats. But we're going to replace their 12-inch twin guns with 12-inch triple guns, and there we go. The Super Cancos, ready to serve another 2.5 decades, but not all of them are going to be serving in Japan. I'm going to keep the Canco herself, but the other two I am going to sell. So I'm going to save this design, and I'm going to go get that sorted out once it actually saves. There we go. All right, next up, I wanted to have a look at the very old cruisers. So this is the Kitakami's. Now, a commenter, and I'm going to butcher the name, but I think it's this here handle little dudes. I can't read usernames. I'm going to blame my dyslexia. Anyway, they had a very good idea that I saved the Nagara. She was the only three-masted Kitakami class cruiser that didn't take any damage in the battle, and therefore is the only one that's never gone in for repairs. She is full of flaws, though. This one, the Suzuya, is the only one that isn't covered in defects. So what I'm going to do is I'm very cheekily going to do a little bit of for purely roleplay purposes, because the idea was to keep the perfect ship, is that pretend that this one is the one that survived, because it's the only one that didn't have any flaws. So Kitakami, I can't refit these ships, so I'm not going to. So Kitakami, Soya, and Suzuya are all going to mothballs. Same user also suggested that I save. Oh, he's suggesting I save Soya. She did take a lot of damage, though. I'd prefer to keep. I really like the idea of keeping Nagara, because she's the one that escaped damage. In terms of the original cruisers, did I delete that design already? Oh, it's the Azuma's 1910. And it was suggested that I keep Miyoko, because she did really well in the last battle. which is fair enough. The only problem is, again, I'm tempted to keep Kumano because it's the only one that doesn't have any flaws. So I'm going to do the same trick. So this is just purely for role-playing purposes. I'm going to swap them over. And I can't remember what the key is to swap, to type those O's. But I will look it up and get back to you. Huh. It's supposed to be Alt 333 to type an O with a flat line across the top of it, but it's not letting me do it. So I'm going to keep Miyoko with no accent. Which means we might get a Miyoko with hats on it, or whatever you call them. Anyway, the rest of the Azumas, I would like to refit them, if I can. I'd like to refit the Azumas before I sell them off. Because they could use a little upgrade. Plus, they'll look funny. So, oil, 21 knots speed with a geared turbine. Diesel. Shaft 3, Crypt 3, Bullet 4. Also gives us a chance to test out some of these newer technologies on very old ships. Get the production lines set up. Things like that. Again, it's already got max range, max bulkheads. So I'm going to take off this 7-inch 34 and give it a set of triple 7-inch 34s, which is... Why are you not letting me fucking rotate the camera? Game, thank you. Which is a hilarious looking ship. It's like, it's a birthday, but it seems to have very modern guns on it. I kind of like it. Yeah, that seems spot on. That'll take 5 months to get them refitted, and then, yeah, we'll keep Miyoko, and I will mothball the other two. Alright, I think next up I'm going to have a look at the Asanagis, which could still potentially be useful just being refitted. I don't think I need to necessarily start selling these. If anything, I'm going to be stopping selling these. Oil and geared turbines is going to save us a lot of weight, which you can use for other things. Improve their turning rate. TNT3, 21-inch torps, RDF, sonar sets. Oh yeah, these things can definitely still be useful. Right. Right, the obvious thing to do is to upgrade their guns. So they've currently got only single 3s. Now, these holes are too small to fit the bigger 5-inch guns. But what I can do is give them more 3-inch guns. And the other thing I can do is give the torp launcher a little bit more space. Is I can replace the torpedo launcher with a quad, giving them some additional torpedo threat. We can increase their range to maximum. We could even give them a little bit more armor, potentially, if we wanted to. 1/2 inch is their max. Oh, no, we'll leave the armor alone. But what we could do instead, then, can we push their speed? By a knot. Okay, that's not really worth it. Spacious. There you go. Make them spacious. But that's actually really nice. I wasn't expecting to I thought I was going to have to mothball these, but that's really nice. We can just keep them. Nice. I'm going to get that done, and then I think I'm going to be hitting my shipyard limit. All right. I've decided on what I'm going to do for the rest, because I would quite like... I'm just going to sit and do all the refits at once and just shove them all in at once, because I know I'm going to go over massively, and I'd rather get them refitted than not, because I'm going to want to start building more ships and more cruisers soon. So the Nishin, I'm going to keep the Nishin herself, and... actually, no, they're 21 knots. No, I'm going to move these to the reserve fleet, but I will give them a refit. All of the 12-inch ships I'm going to refit and send to a new reserve fleet. I'm then going to refit everything, probably except the Asama and the Okikaze class destroyers. So everything else, and maybe the Samadars, because I don't have that many of them, but everything else is going to get refitted. Nothing else is going to get mothballed. I'm going to move the museum ships up here to Muroran. So in preparation for that, I'm just going to move the active duty ships out of there. Yeah, the reserve fleet is going to be here in Maizuru. That's the plan, and I'm going to time-lapse it, because well, actually, I'm going to wait a turn, and then I'm going to time-lapse it, so that all the ships are in port. So I can do it all at once, and I'll see you there for that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with the Fusos, and you can just sit back and relax, and enjoy all of this. Right, welcome back. It's now June of 1926, and we've... what? Oh, Resistance, okay. I was thinking, what? You already own it. But yeah, we've taken French Polynesia, the... I've forgotten which battleship it was now. That's shocking. I'm going to send her home. The Sagami. There we go. Send her home. Right, we've got any more 12-inch ships finished their refits? No. Refits continue. Almost finished. Most of them are done. And if we go by class, yeah, here we are. The Cancos. Back to multiples for you. And then it would be the Azumas, apart from the Miyoko. So all of you lot on limited mothballs, 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 mothballs. There we go. Hopefully someone comes along to buy them, but otherwise they can just sit in refit mode. The Nishins, where are they? Yeah, they're in Sasebo. They should be refitted in a couple of months. And other than that, I think we're looking. Think we're looking peachy. I think we're looking peachy. Only ones that didn't get refits were the Sagamis and the Karasawas, because they're our latest ships. The Asamas are now finished. I'm immediately going to refit them, which might seem weird, but I've got new cruisers to design. Like, I've got a new light cruiser and a new heavy cruiser hull to have a look at. I think I've got a couple of new heavy cruiser hulls to look at. So I want to get all that done. So let's go into refit mode. I didn't unlock an oil. I think I've got double geared turbines now. Yeah, I do. We can try them out on here. Hydro 2. Upgrade their armor. They already had the good barbette protection, but we can upgrade their anti-torp. They already had all of that. Cordate 3 though. And we've got Electro Hydro 2 turrets now. And Quizons 5 rangefinders. So just a nice little quality of life upgrade for them. Just to make them just a teeny bit better. Make those 2-inch guns. No. '30s. Are these the new? No, they're still Mark IIIs. I thought they'd been upgraded, perhaps. But yeah, just a cheeky little upgrade. Well, maybe no, not more range. Just a cheeky little upgrade. Nothing too serious. Okay. I didn't realise I'd unlocked the modern battleships. I don't think we really have the technologies to make these work yet. And maybe the modern one, actually. We do have 16-inch guns. I think 16-inch guns would be really good on this. But the modern two, they're huge as well. Absolutely massive things. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait on those. Right. What I was actually here for was, I think we have a modern light cruiser now. Yep, the modern light cruiser 1. And there was something else that got unlocked. Oh yeah, the modern heavy cruiser 2. Now the modern light cruiser 1. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. It's also massive. So this would be not replacing, but supplementing the Megami. See, they are, which were 10,000 tons. Can we go for 10,000 tons on this? Yes, we can. 10,000. Nice. Okay. What about speeds? What are we talking here? 36. That would be very spicy. We can always drop it back to 32 so that they can operate with the Megamis. The other speed, yeah, 32, so the same speed as the rest of the cruisers. But I could use this massive one, but I really hate it, so I'm going to use the more normal rear tower. So that we have a sensibly sized superstructure with a funnel. And with balanced boilers, we can make that speed very nice. Guns, 6-inch guns, I think, same as the Megamis. I don't see why not. We don't have the ability for triple turrets on a light cruiser just yet. Could potentially... maybe I will use that giant superstructure, actually. Are they actually any better? A little bit. That one's still massive. Oh, yeah. Take that gun off for now. Yeah, that one's too big. Is that one shorter? Yeah, a little bit. Let's use that one. So that we can get 10 guns on. Also means I can switch back to naturally aspirated boilers. Cool. Needs to be 6-inch 40 cals. Secondary guns. Again, we could go with a 3-inch. I just think they look really goofy. So I'm just going to stick some single 35 caliber 2-inch guns on. Torpedo launchers. We do have some underwaters. Is this the hull where you can actually fit the quad launchers on? Yeah, it is. Even if they're 21-inch. Yeah. Okay, so we've got underwaters and we've got possibly a pair of quad launchers actually. Yep. And a pair of quad launchers. So we've got a reasonable torpedo threat port weight offset. I'm assuming that's an underwater tube or a secondary gun or something being a bit weird, but I can't be bothered figuring out what that is. No, we're not going to use Harvey armor. Don't be ridiculous. Get some decent protection in. TNT3, Quad 3. Enhanced reload. Electrohydro 2 turrets. All the good stuff. And we have room for armor, which is good. Maybe... you're like, wait a minute. Why can't he reduce... Yeah, I put in the 1/2 inch minimum main belt so that light cruisers have to spawn with at least some armor on them. Doesn't mean that the AI is guaranteed to actually put any armor on, but we shall try. Right, 145% armor quality. Yes, we're on that. Good. 4 inches would be absolutely fine, but could we go all the way up to 6? No, but 4 inches. 4 inches of armor, I think, is acceptable. Should armor us all the way down to pretty close knife fighting ranges. Main deck, I don't think we need anything more than splinter proofing across it. Extended, yeah, I really don't think we're going to need much. Probably just splinter proofing. Conning tower, let's put 6-inch on the conning tower. Layers, I mean, layers can exist. Maybe with a splinter proofing first inner belt. something along those lines. How much armor can we put on the turrets? Yeah, let's go 633. And I'm kind of done with the ship. We just can go for nice to have. So many bulkheads in a pipper range. Maximum bulkheads. No, not spacious. But okay, that is a significant step up. Maybe it's one of the guns, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it is. A turret. Put itself on in a weird way. There we go. That's all. A little bit of a forward weight offset, but I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, we're packing 10 6-inch guns rather than the 8 on the Megamis. We're faster than a Megami. I think we're slightly better protected than a Megami, and we have more torpedoes than a Megami. So overall, all-around upgrade on the same displacement is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's more expensive, but it's the same displacement as a Megami. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I like that hull. Okay. I'm going to save the design. I'm going to build the heavy cruiser at the same time. I'm probably going to build 10 of each because we need so many more ships than we have. We've also got a destroyer to get built. On the heavy cruiser 2. Wait. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. I've already... The modern heavy cruiser 2... Is that not the Asima? It is. That's very confusing. That's very, very confusing. Because it's not the experimental. That was the garbage one that I didn't want to use. Did I go... I went straight to the 2. And I thought, oh yeah, maybe I don't get the 1. No, I do get the 1. It's just... beforehand... It's not dramatically worse. Cool. Let's go for it. Asimas were 15,000. Let's go for 14 then. So they're going to be a little bit smaller. A little bit... Probably a little bit cheaper. Keep them at 32. Sometimes the game is just weird in the way it unlocks stuff. No, stop sticking. Slightly weird funnel arrangement, but it kind of works. Now then, main guns. We could try and go 9-inch, seeing as we are using them. I'm not going to try and get the full 12 in, though. Well, maybe I will. We'll see. Secondary... Single 2s probably for now. Underwaters. Yeah, I think this would make sense as a more torpedo heavy cruiser. Because the Asimas don't really carry a lot of torpedoes. They do carry some. So maybe we'll go more torpedo focused on this one. Standard ratio of shells. Some parts are badly placed. What parts? it is the torpedoes. One there. And one there. And one there. It's just the default placements it didn't like. That's quite a lot of torpedoes that we can spit out. Right. Armour. These 9-inch 40 caliber guns. What can they go through? Yeah, we want about 9 inches of armour. That'll let us go pretty close. And yeah, probably a 4.5 to 3. 3-inch on the main deck. Splinter proofing on the rest. Let's go, I don't know, 12 on the tower. Uh, 12-inch on the turret, 6 on the tops, 12 on the side, 11 on the barbette. There you go. So it's pretty heavily armoured. It's faster and it has more torpedoes. That's a fair compromise. Is it more expensive? Not at the moment. Let's go maximum bulkheads so that it can survive to get those torpedoes off. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have the range than the spacious crew quarters on this. So the nagebenfro, which are somehow older, but also not. But that set of torpedoes, that's potentially very spicy indeed. Launching 12 plus the underwaters. People always ask me to do torpedo cruises. Well, here you are, Japan. Plus quadruple damage torpedoes will make me do it. I'm going to head back to the fleet screen. I'm going to get these built, and I'll see you for that. Okay, don't pay attention to the build times because we're still refitting stuff. But yes, I have 10 of the Tsugarus and 10 of the nagebenfros under construction so that we can replenish our cruiser fleet and we can start to think about building some super battleships when they're some modern battleships when those are finished. I tend to start trying to look at this modern battleships around about 1930, so we are a little bit ahead. But yes, we have a whole bunch of ships in refit, which is it's going to take a while to clear them out. But otherwise, I think things are looking pretty good. And I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.